right, we begin with major developments out of the Middle East this morning, where Israel's security cabinet has approved a plan for the country's military to take control of Gaza City, according to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office. Prior to the announcement, in an interview with Fox News, Netanyahu outlined sweeping plans for a full takeover of the enclave.
Will Israel take control of all of Gaza?
We intend to, in order to assure our security, remove Hamas there, enable the population to be free of Gaza, and to pass it to civilian governance.
And for more on this, I'm joined by CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio. Ramy, thanks so much for joining us from London. What's been the reaction to this announcement so far?
Michael, yeah, good to see you. Well, first reactions inside as well as outside of Israel have been mostly critical, and that this will endanger the hostages still alive in Gaza, along with Palestinians, the hundreds of thousands of them still trying to survive in Gaza City. And that criticism is still growing. This follows protests this week in reaction to Netanyahu saying, as we just heard, Israel will take control of all of the Gaza Strip. Today, inside Israel, the Hostages and Missing Families Forum says that this push into Gaza City will mean death for hostages still alive. Former Prime Minister Yair Lapid says this is a disaster that will cause more disasters. And then there is outside Israel criticism growing there. The UN says that this must be immediately halted. Here in the UK, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says this will only bring more bloodshed. And notably, China, which usually does not take a side, has called on Israel to cease what it calls dangerous actions. Now, as for this plan itself, we've got what Netanyahu's office has, what is calling 5 principles for ending the war. The first is the disarmament of Hamas. Another is the return of all hostages, both living and dead. It's believed for a long time now 50 hostages are still in Gaza, but just 20 are estimated to still be alive. There's also the call for the demilitarization of the Gaza Strip, Israeli control of the Strip, and the establishment of an alternative, not Hamas, also not the Palestinian Authority. But notably, Michael, these have been red lines for Hamas in some way or another over the past 22 months of war during past negotiations. Also notable, Security Cabinet support was not unanimous. The office of the Prime Minister, in fact, confirmed there was, in fact, another proposal, but that proposal would neither achieve the defeat of Hamas nor the return of the hostages. And, Michael, ostensibly, that proposal would be less controversial.
And Ramy, is Israel saying what a takeover of Gaza City will actually mean on the ground?
Sure. Well, Israel is not saying that, but practically speaking, this would likely mean mass displacement for most, if not everyone, in Gaza City, and it could mean death for many there if Israel's military does take control. Now, reminder, Gaza City is home to an estimated 1 million people. You can see at the top of the map there in the north. Many of those people have already been displaced many, many times in the past nearly 2 months of this war. The city basically surrounded by land that's under Israeli military control. Israel says it controls about 75% of the Strip. The UN says it's even higher than that, 86% if you count places under evacuation orders. And there is another strip running along the coast which has refugee camps. That also is currently not controlled by Israel. But we know, as we're seeing from these pictures here, that much of Gaza is in ruin. The UN right now says that 500,000 people are facing famine. That is a quarter of the population of the Strip. And our own CBS News producer in Gaza messages us this morning saying that people are shocked by the Israeli government's decision, but that movement for now between the north and the south is what he's calling normal. But that may change. And remember, Netanyahu just yesterday said that he wants to take complete control of the Strip. Taking Gaza City, Michael, could be his next step towards that final goal.
All right, Ramy Inocencio, thank you for joining us.